So there's one more concept we need to get out of the way before we can talk about creating branches, which is this thing right here, head. You've probably seen this before when we type git log, for example. Every commit shows up, hopefully that's review. And in our case, we see at the most recent commit, the top one, this thing, head, arrow, master. So what exactly is that thing? Head in all caps, what does it mean? Well, it's just a term in Git. Specifically, it is a pointer that refers to our current location in the repository. And it points to a particular branch reference. So there's some terminology in there, branch reference, we have not discussed. So I'm going to break it down here. I like to think of branches as bookmarks in a book. We can have a whole bunch of different bookmarks, different places in a book. So let's say this is where I left off in the book, and this is where I'm sharing it with my friend. This is where Fitz left off, and this is where Ethel left off in the book. 3 different spots. At any given point in time, only one of those spots can be open, right? We can't have the book open to multiple pages. So only one is active, only one is being read or being viewed. It's actually open to that bookmark. So that is what head refers to. Head is our current location that we are viewing or that we are checking out is a common term you'll hear. So in our case, we haven't done anything with head. We haven't made any branches. So head always is referring to our master branch, the last commit on our master branch. And that's what we see here. Everything's on our master branch. Head refers to master. That's what this arrow means. Head pointing to the master branch. And this is all master branch. This is what we call the tip of the branch. It's the last commit, the most recent one. So head refers to the branch pointer. I know it's crazy terminology. Then, if I had more branches, if I switched to a different branch, like I switched to Ethel's branch, head points to the tip of Ethel's branch. Or I take a look at Fitz's branch. I've switched there. This is what I have open in our massive book. This is the thing I currently have active in my repository. Head points there. I believe the term originates from a playhead, I think is what it's called, on an old tape machine or tape recorder. I don't know, I'm out of my depth here, but it had some analog meaning in the real world. So one more diagram to make this clear. Probably won't make it clear just yet, but more practice will. I want to reiterate, head is a pointer, it's a reference to a branch pointer. And a branch pointer is where a branch currently is. It's like that bookmark in a book. We can have a whole bunch of branches, and each one has a branch reference that just refers to where that branch is. So let me demonstrate this. We start on our master branch. That's where we are now on every project we've done. We're on master. Head points to master. I do some more work. I make a commit. I'm still on master. So this branch pointer updates to my new commit. And head stays the same. It's still master. But then I decide I want to try something experimental. I'm going to make a new branch. So I want to try adding a dark mode to my website. So I make a new branch. We'll learn how to do that soon. Dark mode still refers to the same commit as master. They are at the same point, right? They are 2 branch references pointing at the same thing. And head points to dark mode, which means I'm on the dark mode branch. So now if I make a new commit, I do some new work. Things diverge. Master stays where it was. It's pointing to this commit. But dark mode now has a new commit it refers to, and head still points to dark mode. So if I do new work, I'm on dark mode. That's the branch I currently am on. So that new commit is on dark mode. This dark mode pointer updates to this commit instead of that one. And then I can switch back at any point. I could go back to master. Remember, I think of it as a bookmark in a book. So we still have that bookmark. That's what this reference is. And I can open to that page by switching over to this branch. Head is pointing to master. And I could go back to dark mode, go back to master. Head is just the thing that is currently open, that I'm currently checking out in my repository. So we could have hundreds of these different branches. Each branch has a branch reference pointing to where we left off. That's really the key takeaway here. A branch is just a reference to some commit. And as we make more commits, even if we're just on the master branch, I make a new commit, that master pointer now reflects that change. It updates to point to that new commit. So over here, originally when this was the only commit, master was pointing to this commit, and then to this commit, and then to this commit. And now it's all the way up to this commit here. They're all in the master branch. This is the tip of the master branch here. And then at any point, we can create different branches and splinter off into different directions. We can have all these different branch pointers referring to different commits, and then switch between them by moving head. All right, so conceptually, it's kind of a dense video, I know. I think it will make a lot more sense when I show you how to do this with the relevant commands, which is coming up next.